Hello ladies. Queen was talking to a group of ladies including Kit Kat and Ivy Rose. She had been waiting for Champ Shirley to get from Florida. Champ Shirley had a massive career in boxing. She has been boxing since she was 5 years old. Queen was her manager and sometimes was out at the boxing training camp with her, but this time the Champ Shirley was by herself. Queen was waiting for her arrival and had a car waiting for her at the airport to bring her to the gathering. I was going to be sharing some thoughts on relationships and self-awareness. I wanted the ladies to know, especially Kit Kat and Ivy Rose, it's important to reflect on our choices and learn from them. Queen, who is the life coach and an emotional coach, purpose to strengthen the life and the emotions of all of our heroes, was being called to the platform. Every woman in the room had their eyes on her. She was powerful. She was the centerpiece in the room. Her mere presence, which brought a sense of safety and encouragement to all that were listening. She was there to empower the women, purpose to cause them to stand on their self-awareness concerning choices and the people that they would entertain or that would be around them. Queen opens her statement with saying, "Women, you have been called to protect yourself from what appeared to be a king, but you found out, like me, he was a consumer like many of you. He would go into the store and purchase items just like you. Although acting like he was the owner, he was just a consumer. You cannot protect yourself when you don't want to be protected, ladies. Sometimes we have a hope that he is everything he looks like. Unfortunately, like in the book of Genesis, it is easy to be deceived based on the thing that seems to look good. He looks good to you, but once you bite from his type of fruit, he will not be good for you. It is through his actions that you will become wise concerning what to look for after your experience with him, never to bite from that type of a man again. How can you protect yourself? Ladies, ask questions, take your time and get to know him. Even if you don't get to know him, at least when the breakup comes, be honest with yourself. That you took a chance on a man that had no apartment, no money, no vehicle, no business and no job. Why be so upset about the breakup when you know if he didn't possess those things, to take care of himself, you knew the possible outcome. Therefore, you knew he would not possess those things to take care of you and him. It would be difficult for him to understand why he should hold on to you. Holding on to a woman like you would be the opportunity for change to come. Was he really looking for success, prosperity and moving upward and standing in the position of greater? Ladies, this is hard to receive. He was incapable of maintaining his grasp on the things that he would take care of himself. Let alone you and others that would generally care for him. He would never be able to hold on to anything for an extended period of time, including past relationships and before entering the relationship he had with you. Truthfully, he has never held on to anything but for a short amount of time, including his relationships. So why would you destroy yourself over a pawn which is the least on the board, the most expendable piece? Understand that a pawn gets his power from teaming up with a king. Purpose to get to the other side where he can choose to be in the palace, changing his position by connecting with the winning team. Ladies, you are the winning team. His behaviors are questionable and it just represents his inability to know how to get power and use it accordingly or correctly. This particular type of man, once he gets this power, normally destroys everything because he does not understand how to control his position. Give a man power and you'll know his condition. Most men are not in control of their lascivious desires. The kings are. They will not submit to their cravings that happens in their flesh. They submit to policy and order. This particular consumer, even if you give him an opportunity, he becomes arrogant, lacking the ability to hold on to things that will prosper him and others around him, including his family. Could he genuinely care for you? Well, this man would sacrifice his own children, family, associations. He to break policy, procedure and order. Continuing in his own desires, that's why he finds himself in the bed with another woman, even if it's your best friend. The Queen asked the ladies a question. Ivy Rose says to Kit Kat, "Wow, this is really good. Look at the reaction of the other women in the room. She has their attention." Some of the women were whispering amongst each other saying, "He is always led by his arrogance and not by control. Uncontrolled men create disasters. Because of his lack of control, he finds himself in situations. He's in the bed with another woman creating and building another family, and he doesn't even see how he positioned himself again to start over." Ladies, ask yourself this question. Should you really be crying over this breakup? Or should you be crying over the time that has gone by with the bad decision you made that we stitch your time? The room was in awe. The ladies were whispering amongst themselves. Some were weeping. Others were figuring out their situations and could feel themselves becoming stronger looking at the matter in a different light. The queen is silent for a few minutes. Champ Shirley arrives late but came in. Who is she? Everyone whispers. This is Sheba Talks the Storyteller. If you are enjoying the Part 4 episode, continue to listen. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment.